Hi everyone, welcome back to week 6 of our Seated Fit and Fantastic with me, Rachel. Today we'll be doing 3 seated routines, an exercise to develop our strength, a balance exercise, a fun game activity and a cool down with a stretch as always. Are you ready? Let's get fit and fantastic. So for our first exercise, we're going to hip walk to the front of our chair, feet nice and flat on the ground, backs nice and straight, tummy muscles pulled in. We're going to start with some shoulder rolls, going backwards, not too big at first, but we'll get a little bit bigger as we go along. And we're going to go down to our feet, and we're going to do a heel and a toe, heel and a toe, and then on the other foot, heel, toe, heel and toe. And then we're going to do a little figure of 8 with our arms. Again, we're going to start small, and as the music goes on, we're going to take them a little bit bigger and add in a little bit of a sway side to side as well, which is going to help with our balance. Lovely, let's give it a go. Let's sit nice and tall, pull our tummy muscles in, feet nice and flat on the floor, starting with our shoulder rolls.
I love coffee.
Nice and slow. Just get these muscles nice and warmed up.
Coffee and tea and the Java and me.
Last one.
A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup.
We're going to go down to our feet with our heel and toe.
I love Java, sweet and high. Wolf's Mr. Moore.
Last one.
Coffee and pie.
Other leg.
Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot.
Lovely. Keep sitting tall. Into a little sway. Figure of 8 with our arms. Just small to start with.
And I cut a rug that's snug in a jug. It's like soft onion and raw.
We're going to go back into our shoulder rolls.
I love
A little bit bigger this time.
tea. I love the Java.
Breathe in and out.
Coffee
Don't hold that breath.
and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup.
Down to our feet. Heel and toe. Heel and toe. 2 more. And other leg. If you can pull that toe up a little bit further, help with our muscles. Into a sway, figure of 8. A little bit bigger. Just make sure you just lean as far as you feel comfortable. Take them a bit higher. If you want to stay small, that's absolutely fine. Back to our shoulders. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together as you go back. Again, if you want to stay small, if you've got sore shoulders, then that's fine.
Taking it slow. Wait
Down to our feet.
percolator. I love coffee. I love tea.
Really pull that toe back if you can.
The Java, Java,
And to the other foot.
coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a
Last one.
cup, a cup.
Great job, everybody. Lovely warm up. Okay, let's move to the front of our chair for our next exercise. Get your feet nice and flat on the floor, backs nice and tall, and pulling these tummies, remember. So we're going to start off with the box step. Feet are going out, out, back, back, out, out, back, back. Now, we're going to add some arms to this. We're going to have a little bit of a coordination going on today. So, as the leg goes out, the arm goes up, and the same with the other leg. Now as we bring our legs back in, we're going to tap our knees, and the other leg, we're going to clap. So we're going up, up, tap and clap. Up, up, tap and clap. Obviously if you struggle, that's absolutely fine. Either just do up, up, down, down, or just do the legs, or you could just do the arms. Up, up, tap and clap, and then add in the feet later on. It's entirely up to you. That's our first move. And then we're going to lean side to side. So we're using here our tummy muscles, and this is going to help us with our balance. Don't lean too far so you're going to fall off your chair. You've got to try and keep in the range that you feel comfortable. And we're going to bring our arms forwards, and we're going to reach forwards like so. So our shoulders are going to go forwards and forwards. Okay. Then we're going to wave our arms overhead with a little step into tap. And again, just lift your arms as high as you feel comfortable. And following that, we're going to do a heel step, heel step. And as we do this, our arms are going to swing opposite. So we've got lots of coordination going on in this one today. Let's give it a go and see how we get on. Let's just start with the small figure of 8. Make sure your backs are nice and tall. And you've got your tummy muscles nice and pulled in. We're going to start with our box step. Tap and clap.
I can't begin to know when, but then I know it's growing.
One more on this leg. Now we're going to lead with the other leg.
Was in the spring, and spring became the
If you want
summer.
to just do the arms,
Who'd have believed
just to practice, that's fine.
long?
I'm going to go into a reach, side to side. Keep those tummy muscles pulled in. Just lean as far as you feel comfortable.
Touching me, touching you.
Waving our arms overhead.
Sweet Caroline.
And a heel dig.
Good times never seem so good.
Arms overhead.
I've been inclined
Heel dig.
to believe they never would.
We're going to go back to our box step.
Look at the night.
If you'd like to just do simple arms,
So lonely.
that's fine.
We fill it up with only.
One more on this leg. I'm going to lead the other leg.
And when I hurt, hurting runs off my shoulders. How can I
One
hurt
more.
when I'm with you?
Into our lean,
Warm,
side to side. Just as far as you feel comfortable. Reach out.
reaching out, touching me, touching you.
Back to our arms overhead.
Sweet Caroline.
Heel dig.
Good times never seem so good.
And again, just do your arms as high as you feel comfortable. Into our heel dig.
To believe they never would. Oh no.
Now we're just going to get our breath back. Little figure of 8. You can add in a bit more of a lean if you wish. Again, keep these tummy muscles pulled in. We're going to back to wave overhead.
Sweet Caroline.
Heel dig.
Good times never seem so good.
Great job, everybody. Well done on that coordination. So let's hip walk forward for our next exercise. Feet nice and flat on the floor. Tummy muscles pulled in. We're going to start off with some toe taps. And then we're going to change to the other foot. And we can change the tempo of these. So we're going to start off slow. But as the exercise goes on, we're going to speed it up ever so slightly. But if you want to keep it slow, then that's absolutely fine. It's up to you, however you feel comfortable. Then we're going to go in to a hand jive. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do 2 knees, 2 claps, 1 hand on top, the other hand on top. We're going to bump the other hand, and we're going to turn this hand and then turn this hand. If you want to do your own, that's absolutely fine. The counting is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So if you want to do your own, you've got 16 counts. And then we're going to play our guitar. So we're going to lean out and back to centre one way. Then we're going to switch and go the other way. And we're going to go forwards and backwards. Now when we do this, it's only a slightly, don't go too far so you fall off your chair. You need to keep your tummy muscles pulled in, and this is a good exercise for helping with our balance when we're up and about on our feet. We need to engage this core so that as we go out and in, our core muscles are pulling us back to centre. But as I say, only go as far as you feel comfortable. If you don't want to lean, you can just do a little shoulder wriggle on the spot if it's easier. Let's give it a go.
Well, it's 1 for money,
Go to a stamp,
2 for
and on the other foot.
a
Little shoulder push. Toe taps, and the other foot. Going to stamp again. 2 more. Little shoulder push. Now let's speed up our toe taps. If you want to keep them slow, that's fine. Into a hand jive. Back to a stamp.
Burn my house, steal my car, drink my liquor from an old fruit jar. Do anything that you want
Into
to.
a shoulder push. And a toe tap.
Step on my blue suede shoes.
Other foot.
But we can do anything, lay off my blue suede shoes.
Let's play our guitar. Just lean as far as you feel comfortable. Other way. Keep those tummy muscles pulled in. Forwards and back. Other way. And change. Forward and back. Sitting up nice and tall. Stamp. Shoulders. And toe tap. Other foot. Into a hand jive. Great job, everyone. So for our strength exercise this week, we're going to work on our wrists. And it's important to have these nice and strong if we need to open any jars or bottles in the kitchen. And also for pushing open heavy doors, it's important to have really strong wrists. So we're going to do this exercise with a ball. If you haven't got one, I'll show you with a pillow in a moment. It's exactly the same. So sitting up nice and tall at the front of your chair, you just hip walk where is comfortable. We're going to hold the ball in our hands, elbows out to the side. Now, all we're going to do is just squeeze the ball, hold it for a few seconds, and slowly release. And squeeze, and release. Squeeze, hold it for a few seconds, and release. Now, as you progress with these exercises, as always, the longer you hold the squeeze or the stretch, the more it's going to help improve these muscles. Let's just have a little rest. And if we can build up our reps as well. So we're starting with 5 of each of these exercises, but as you do them in your own time at home between our lessons, if you can build this up to 7, up to 10, and then have a little rest, and then repeat another 7 or 10, and the more repetitions you add in, the stronger it's going to make these muscles. So let me show you with my pillow. So I'm just going to have it side on, and again, all we're going to do is just squeeze the pillow and release it, and squeeze and release it. So it's exactly the same as with the ball. Obviously, the fluffier the pillow, the better, because it just gives you a little bit more there to squeeze. Have a little rest and see if you can do 5 more. And as I say, as you do these exercises during the week, see if you can increase those repetitions and build it up. So for our balance exercise this week, we're going to work standing up, but we're going to have the support of our chair. Now, we're not going to grab the chair too tight, and we're not going to lean into it. It's just there, just for a little bit of gentle support. So today we're going to do some heel raises. So we want to have our feet close together, standing up tall with these tummy muscles pulled in. And all we're going to do is just slowly lift our heels up off the floor and then lower them back down slowly. And back up, nice and slowly down. Don't suddenly bang your heels back down onto the floor. Up and down. And one more. Up. Now if you're feeling a little bit wobbly and you prefer to hold on to your chair with 2 hands, that's absolutely fine. We're going to do the same thing here. Feet together. We're just going to go up onto our toes and down. And up. Just as high as you feel comfortable. If you can only do a little heel lift, that's absolutely fine. Or if you can take them that bit further, then please do. We can also do this exercise seated. I'll show you that in a moment. But this is a good exercise to do if you're making a cup of tea and you're just standing in the kitchen waiting for the kettle to boil. Just hands on the kitchen side, and just while you're waiting, so long as you're wearing some good footwear, don't recommend doing it in sandals, just do some heel raises, and it's just an easy way just to strengthen those leg muscles and ankles while you're waiting for the kettle to boil. Let me show you a seated version. So an alternate exercise we can do seated are some heel raises. So sitting to the front of your chair, nice and tall, tummy muscles pulled in, we're just going to lift our heels off the floor as high as you can go and lower them down again. And lift them up, hold for a few seconds and lower them down. Lift them up, just lift them up as high as comfortable. If it's just a little bit, then that's absolutely fine. Just remember to keep sitting up tall and pulling these muscles. Lovely. Have a little rest and see if you can do another 5 of those. Have another rest and see if you can do 5 more. Okay, for our game activity this week, we're going to work on our hand-eye coordination. I've got my lovely assistant with me this week.
Hey everyone!
So for this, you need a ball, if you've got one. And all we're going to do is to start off bouncing it to each other. So we're going to bounce and catch. You ready, Emily? Bounce and catch. Bounce and catch. Keeping your eye on the ball all the time. Now, as you can see, we've got one person sitting for this. and one person standing. Or if you want to, you can have both of you sitting down. That's absolutely fine. So now we're going to go into a bounce and catch yourself, and then bounce it to your partner. So gentle bounce and catch, bounce to your partner. Bounce, catch, bounce to your partner. Lovely. Couple more. Bounce and catch, bounce to your partner. Lovely. Okay, last little one we're going to try. It's going to get our brains working as well. So when we bounce it, before we catch, we need to try and do a clap. So you're going to try and clap before you catch it. Let's have a little go. You ready, Emily? So you're going to catch before you clap. Ready? Go. Can you bounce it? You ready? Clap and catch. Clap and catch. Clap and catch. Clap and catch. It does get your brain working really well. Try again. Ready? Ready to clap? Ready? Go. Oh, good try. Try again. Ready? Clap and catch. Ready? Clap and catch. Clap and catch. Good job. That does really get your brain thinking. Have a little go yourselves. Great job, everybody. Let's hip walk forward for our cool down and stretch. Sitting up tall, tummy muscles in, feet nice and flat. Breathe in and reach up. And open. And again, reaching up just as high as you feel comfortable. And open. Let's take a lean to one side. And back up. And to the other side. Just lean as far as you feel comfortable. Just do a shoulder roll. And again, really stretch. Lovely. We reach our arms forward and hug a tree. And then open our arms, hold on to the back of our chair, just lean forward slightly. Into a little march. Stretch out our legs. So 1 foot forward on the heel, sitting up tall. Stretch out our calf, and lean forward, stretch that hamstring. Then change legs, pull that toe back to stretch the calf. Leaning forward with the hamstring. Lovely, come back up to tall. Going to go into a march. And then with a clap if you can. And swing those arms. And with a clap. Or you can just keep swinging the arms if you prefer. Our arms in and open. In and open. Really stretch this chest out. In and open. You want to do those little ones? That's fine. Just to give our chest and our shoulders a bit of a stretch. And open. We're going to take our hands down, just as far as you feel comfortable. Hold it there, and come back up. Shoulder roll, into a march. With a clap. And swing those arms. job. Great job, everybody. Another fab session this week, everyone. Make sure you subscribe to our Active Creative YouTube channel and click on the bell so you know when we add new lessons. See you next week.